I really wonder, I really wonder who I would have been if growing up I never was told what to do, how to think, or what to think, what to believe, and who to be. You ever wonder if you actually grew up with your childhood proper? A proper childhood where the adults in your life didn't argue with you, where they didn't boss you around, and where they didn't tell you what to do as in terms of activities or chores or what interests you should have, what things you should and shouldn't be getting into. I really wonder how I would have been now, or how my childhood would have been different, and how I would have turned out to be a different person now. What interests would I have organically picked up? Maybe I was into the things I was as a child only because it was pressure on me, and this was how my mind was responding to the pressure. What if there was no pressure at all? What if nobody ever told me you have to do this, you have to think this, you have to become this, you have to feel this and not feel this, and all those arguments and all that pressure and all that other stuff. What if I never heard those kind of things? What if there was no pressure or force to do this or to do this? What kind of interests would I have naturally picked up? How would my brain have developed? Who would I have been now that's different than what I did go through? Maybe instead of being into sports like a maniac that I was, maybe I would have been a gamer. Maybe instead of being a dropout of high school, maybe I would have been a graduate. Maybe instead of all that anxiety I felt and all that pain I felt, maybe I would have been much more healthy then and now mentally. It's very interesting. I suppose that I would have been a much different person than I thought I was growing up, because there was always pressure. There was always pressure to play sports. There was always pressure to do so well in school that I crashed under the pressure. There was so much pressure to do all this other stuff at home, or to do these activities after school, or to stay away from these people and these activities, or to act this way, or to smile this way. I just wish that growing up I would have had a better childhood, that it wouldn't have been that way. It would have been like more easy. Imagine having no arguments. Imagine saying, "Hey, I want to try Pokemon game. Let me buy it and play it," with a mind that's free of arguments and confrontation and stress and anger. I would have been able to enjoy games much more. I would have been much more creative. I would be able to still remember things. I have memory loss. I would have been able to imagine things vividly. I would have been in my comfort zone and easy. Now, I would still have been experiencing life out of my comfort zone, but I would have not had stuff so intensely hard on me. I would have been healthier mentally. I would have been much better of a person for myself. What would I have picked up? Maybe I would have been a vegan. Maybe I would have found my passion in studying law. Who knows? But without all those pressures that came my way to, you have to act this way, we're going to tell you how to act, and think this stuff, and don't think this stuff, don't do this stuff, make sure to act this way, don't do this to people, don't not do this to people. How would I have been different if all that pressure and all that influence wasn't there and I just had an organic, proper growing up period? I would like to know, and ask yourself the same question.